Well, the weather's been all the talk over the weekend, and kicking has been, a big part of winning and losing. If you went down to Wynn Stadium, the sock was right angles to the pole, Andrew. And I've got to say, Kyle Flanagan, it was his kicking that was the difference. 5 from 5. They scored 2 tries each. But he had a couple there, tricky ones from out wide. And have a look at this kick.
Oh, reversed.
Yeah, beautiful. He just absolutely nailed it. And that ended up being the difference. So, great win to the Dragons. The Raiders weren't fantastic, but they had plenty of chances to win, and they were just too tough. Great to see.
Did the sock even stay on? Or did
the sock was just it was getting blown off.
What's with the look?
It's just looking at Andrew.
Anyway, Nathan Cleary, the Iceman, he did it again.
Should we be surprised? Game on the line. Who steps up? Clear head, organises it, executes it. Like, really? Is he on this universe, or is he from somewhere else? Just a cyborg. Just gets it done. I don't know how many times with the game on the line, especially with these 2-point field goals. He's done that a couple of times. Did one last year early.
The one against Parramatta where he kicked for touch, deliberately to put it 40 metres out and nailed the field goal to take it into extra time.
Absolute superstar.
So
just gets it done with the game on the line. Give the ball to Nathan.
In the end, they got home with that Blaze Talangi try. So it was 30-26, the final score against the Titans. So you're now starting to think maybe they can get into the top 4, and maybe can they do the unthinkable?
Well,
can they go 5 in a row?
I've been saying that they can't win it purely because I didn't think they'd be in the top 4, but they finish 4th or get the top 4. It doesn't matter where they finish. They can definitely win it. Amazing. Incredible.
I know we spoke about, and that was an incredible field goal, but how about Mitch Kenny? He looked up, he was looking for Cleary, and the pass that he came up with to actually hit Cleary on the chest outside that 40 metres was absolutely fantastic. And just to see them also, like Nathan was talking about this after the game where he said he hit the hard one and missed a couple of the easy ones, so he wants to work on that. But just that foresight to think, we're going to run it on the last here. I'm not going to go for the field goal again. Let's run it. Blaze Talangi was somebody who really stood up for the Panthers alongside Cleary yesterday.
Well, all their tries come down the left-hand side. If you look at the nature of that left-hand side and how it's developed over the year, Jenkins, who was playing for St Mary's, Casey McLean, who actually got dropped earlier, and then, of course, Blaze Talangi, who started the season in reserve grade and ended up coming in, just fought his way in. They spoke about how, getting part of their systems and understanding their game. Well, he scored 2 tries yesterday, the match winner. That side has got so much attack in it, so much brilliance. Just, obviously there's mostly some downsides, which it's hard to spot at the moment while they're winning, but I've got to say, they are incredibly talented down that side and great to watch.
Aside from the Nathan field goal, another one of the big talking points has been a controversial one. So Jaden Campbell was lining up his conversion, and the Panthers trainer has run right in front of him. So Ivan Cleary addressed it in the media conference and said, look, it was an honest mistake. He had called a late change and then said, are you laughing thinking it's not an honest mistake, Joey? Thoughts?
It's honest. His last name's Bocking, not Blocking.
Like, who cares, really? He knew what he was doing. Come on. Bit of gamesmanship.
So you don't have an issue with
No,
it?
he didn't know what he was
couldn't
doing.
care less.
Okay.
Couldn't care less.
He didn't know what he was doing. He honestly,
reckon?
it was an honest mistake. When he got to where he was and realised it was in front, you could just see his reaction. He just sort of ducked. He didn't know what to do. He was embarrassed. So.
It was silly, but I didn't feel like it was deliberate. But it was silly.
But
we can all agree it was silly.
And so
he
should.
will get sanctioned for it.
Yeah.
He'll be breached for it. But I can't imagine anybody going in there deliberately doing that stuff.
You look at Jaden's response. That's the best response to look for on how much trouble he should get into. He was upset.
He was upset.
Yeah.
So should they have given?
Should
they have given them the goal?
It's
Or
interesting.
given him a shot from in front.
It's just interesting what the law could say, because you could actually say maybe because of the misdemeanor, you actually get the goal in front.
Well, that's what I think it should be, definitely. Like, personally, I think that would be a really good thing. You go, okay, you've done that. Now we're going to give you a goal from in front.
Yeah.
We'll give you you don't have to do it from the sideline. And then,
It's a shame they didn't do it, because like now, every single train. I can't imagine that ever happening again. I've seen trainers walk close to kickers as they're coming around the side, but I can't imagine that ever happening again. But I think the responsible thing would have been is, you saw it at Jaden Campbell, the reaction he had. Move the kick in front.
Yeah, I would have.
Then that would have taken him 4 clear.
Didn't Alan Langer in the grand final when JT was lining that kick up? Alan Langer went behind him and
He would
said
do that,
something.
Alfie.
Said, "I'll give you this if you miss it," or something.
As
But
cheeky
it's all a
as they
joke.
come.
It's all a joke. It was a joke.
The thing was with that kick, if he kicks that goal, they go 4 clear.
Yeah. So no 2-point field.
So no
Yeah.
2-point field goal.
Yep.
It was crucial.
Big play.
Anyway, the Raiders, that was a big loss against the Dragons, a shock one as well. Now, you already mentioned the kicking of Kyle Flanagan, but 62% completion rate for the Raiders. And when they had that advantage with the wind in the second half, they just couldn't capitalise, Freddie.
And they had a really good first half, the Raiders. Timoko scored both tries. He's such a strong player. The tries were identical. The problem was for both teams, all the tries were on the same side, so their best attacking weapon was also their most fragile as well. But in the second half, when they had all the wind, they just kept dropping the ball. And the times they did get into good field position, the Dragons' defence was fantastic. I think it's, a real show of the game at the moment. The teams that are out of contention are playing so strong. Parramatta, the Titans, the Dragons, and, the Cowboys played today against Cronulla, who most likely don't have a chance to play in the semis, but that's been the real strength of the game at the moment.
And I thought the Dragons actually played really well
for
the conditions. They played to the conditions. And even though Wynn Stadium hasn't been a fortress for them of late, I thought they really turned up and they were the ones that handled the conditions a lot better. I mean, we spoke about Jamal Fogarty has one of the best kicking games in the game and he just didn't handle the conditions the way that Kyle Flanagan did. So I thought that was really fantastic. And just the fact that they completed over 80% in those conditions is absolutely amazing. So, I know that Flanagan was talking about it and ruining some of those close losses earlier in the season, and sometimes you can drive yourself crazy doing that, but he's starting to get the best out of them now and they can build on that.